Growing up here in Iowa, it always became quite evident when a special event was about to happen. I remember how our well-ordered and somewhat carefree lives suddenly took on an urgent sense of detail and discipline. And these occasions seemed to demand strict adherence to some unwritten set of rules about absolute cleanliness, royal accommodations, and bend-over-backwards hospitality. Everything had to be just so, the best it could be, and it was seen to it that everything was. And we would all get caught up in the excitement of the anticipated activity. With a feeling of ownership and swelling with pride, we found ourselves tirelessly cleaning and straightening, and spiffing and decorating, preparing for people we didn't even know, and enjoying every minute of it. Now, as kids, we didn't realize how this way of growing up would affect the way we, as adults, would treat people. All we knew was that company's coming.
Polish up the silver, Junior, dust the chandelier, sweep the floor and shine the door, there's company coming here. Make the beds and fluff the pillows, flowers in the vase. Be secure and check for sure that everything's in its place. Because when company's coming, there's nothing that's too good. We love to hear company's coming, we treat them like you should. Because when company's coming, we give it our very best. Company's coming, come and be our guest.
Whenever company was coming, nothing was left undone. It was almost like it was these people's first visit to Earth, and it was our sole responsibility to give them the best possible impression of the entire human race. Well-organized and, surprisingly, rather efficient, we would transform our humble abode into a warm and inviting showplace, a place most anyone would find comfortable.
We're going to set the first image that you're going to see when you come across and look at things in this town. And you're going to see a beautiful landscape full of flowers and flowering trees and shrubs.
Oh, sure, we have people stop in the summertime and look at our flowers along here, and we enjoy that. I mean, that's the game plan, Stop and look, we like it.
You bet I'm proud of this city and the way it looks.
I want you to remember Cedar Rapids, the town of flowers. You come in the wintertime, we do the Christmas lights on the tree. I want you to remember downtown as the tree lights, Cedar Rapids. That's what I want you to remember.
And it's going to look cool, and it's going to say, welcome, we want you here, and please stay a while and enjoy our ambience.
I love having the company. Thank you, guys.
No matter how far away or how close our guests lived, they were always invited to stay, as long as they wished. And no matter how many visitors showed up at our door, there always seemed to be room for one more.
When people come through our doors, they're coming for a place to stay. This is Iowa, and I take pride in Iowa because I grew up here.
Well, here in Cedar Rapids, we feel and we practice that we are friends with the people that stay here.
We like to treat people with respect. We like to treat them just like they would be treated at home.
We were trying to offer uncommon hospitality in the city of 5 seasons, and we try to do everything that would make people feel very comfortable, make it a very special visit.
When you're little, that's the way you're taught.
My father was a picky person too, so our house had to be cleaned daily and pretty spotless for my father. So I brought it here, and somebody says, you did a really good job. It really makes me feel good inside.
It's exciting when we have new groups come to town. We get excited when we can help lots of people. We enjoy it. We love it.
Well, we prepare the minute we find out that a group is coming. If that's a year in advance, 6 months in advance, whatever, we start preparing right away.
We go the extra mile, we do whatever it takes, we listen closely to what their needs are, and then try to go beyond what their expectations are.
It's just the fact that we're willing to go above and beyond, just because in this world today, there's not too many people out there like that anymore.
Everyone who has stayed here from many, many states have been very comfortable. They enjoy the hospitality, they enjoy Iowa. They think that this is just a very special spot.
It's a lot of fun. It gets to be like a big home, and you're having company over.
I love having company. Want to come for dinner?
When the good dishes came out, we knew we were in for a treat. To us, our dining room was as wonderful as any fancy big city restaurant could ever be. And while we were fussing with the finishing touches, the actual preparations had begun hours ago in the capable hands of our own master chef. And the service, well, let's just say that there was considerable personal pride involved when it came to serving our guests.
Well, I do believe that every customer that comes in needs to be treated like they are company. You know, you need to treat them like you had them in your home and you were fixing dinner for them at home. You want everything to go just as nice.
You treat them the same way you treat your grandmother if she came in for dinner.
I have had a lot of people comment they're surprised at the good service that they get in the Midwest.
Here you take the time because people are important. People are important for being people, not just numbers on a page, not just bodies through the door.
We spend more than about 60% of our event days dedicated to things like conventions, meetings, conferences, and so with the flexibility of our staff along with the knowledge that they have, that we can try to creatively solve just about any need that a client would have.
We want people to be happy, we want people to be satisfied, and we want them to go away with a feeling of excellence. And that's what we do here.
Without a doubt, there are some good quality restaurants in Cedar Rapids, and I think above all that offer a good value.
The quality of food in Cedar Rapids is just as good as anything on the Eastern Seaboard, and people don't realize that. But gosh, you're closer to the product itself. The product has to be fresher.
And that friendly smile, that's always good.
We have a different event almost every day of the week, and so it really keeps people fresh and really excited every time the front doors open. Whoa.
If you love food, come to Cedar Rapids. You're going to love it.
You bet. We love having company, that's for sure.
We love having company.
Enjoy.
I'm not really sure why there was so much excitement when company came. It's not like we lived out in the boondocks and never saw anybody, but it was always a big deal. I guess we just loved to have company.
It's a friendly city. It's one that embraces people when they come in. They feel good, they feel safe.
The first thing they see is us redcaps here at the curb with our friendly smiles.
I think it's the Midwest friendliness. We're just so happy to see people.
We've heard a lot of travelers that travel cross country here, and they've never seen any service like this anywhere in the USA.
And they said, boy, we couldn't do this in New York.
We have tour groups coming in from all over the United States. And our whole focal point has been to really make the people feel special when they come here.
We'd like to have you come because we're proud of our city. And you meet a stranger on the street and you can expect them to say hello to you. It just happens.
I see it myself by working a lot of the festivities around Cedar Rapids. I always have people coming up and asking me about a good place to eat, good place to stay.
We're so thrilled to have every visitor come to our town and enjoy what we have here. This is a city of 5 seasons. That 5th season is the time to enjoy life.
And I myself, I carry extra information with me in my car just so I can hand it out to visitors and make sure that they are comfortable while they're in Cedar Rapids.
Welcome to Cedar Rapids.
And we love having company too.
And company is anybody that comes through here.
Welcome to Cedar Rapids. Thank you. Welcome to Cedar Rapids. May I help you?
And we loved to entertain. Now, there was always plenty to do, plenty of food, and plenty of fun. It was very important to us to make sure that everybody had a real good time.
If you're looking for a place that is unique, special, that your family's going to enjoy, that you're going to go back and you're going to tell your friends about, and you're going to want to bring your friends here, this is the place.
We have a symphony that you would expect to find in a community of 1 million people or even larger.
Some really cool metropolitan kind of things are happening here.
We're centrally located between some major markets like Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Kansas City, and for that very reason, we often can tap into entertainment here in Cedar Rapids that we wouldn't normally be able to.
The theater itself, we do productions here that people have compared to productions that they see in Chicago and Minneapolis and New York.
We get what you see on A&E's Evening at the Improv Caroline's Comedy Hour. We get all the national touring comics.
People feel that the quality is just absolutely exceptional.
A lot of things to do. One of the things that really tripped my trigger is a recreation program here in Cedar Rapids, and you'll find that it's very economical. You know, all members of the family, there's just something to do for everybody here in Cedar Rapids.
There's everything to do in Cedar Rapids.
There's historical things that you can visit here in the community.
They want to know about the Field of Dreams.
The collection at the Art Museum is outstanding, and it's a one-of-a-kind collection.
Lots of nightclubs to visit, movie theaters galore.
And Czech Village is a small area of town that is historically very interesting.
Local bands, national bands, a lot of jazz, R&B kind of stuff.
You know, it's an amazing amount of things to do.
It's a wonderful place.
Oh, sure, people do come here to shop.
We have everything from 18th century to Art Deco and beyond. We have shops here in Marion that specialize just in 50s and 60s nostalgia type collectibles.
If you go to Chicago, you're not going to find the stores that you have in the Amana colonies.
I think that we can offer a full menu for people as far as their shopping appetites go.
If you're just an outdoorsman, hey, it's a great place to be. Super.
There's certainly lots of stuff to do.
There are festivals going on all the time.
Tons of stuff. Tons.
Freedom Festival, Winterfest, and Horn Festival, Festival of Races, Celebration of the Arts, Jazz in the Park. There's always something going on.
Thanks for coming down.
Greet the folks with smiles and flowers any time of the year. We guarantee there's a great time waiting, there's company coming here.
Cedar Rapids really, it's really a warm family atmosphere, and all they have to do is get out and enjoy life, experience life.
We're very proud of what's here, and we want to share it with everyone.
Whether it was distant relatives dropping in for a visit or some famous dignitary passing through our area, each was treated with the same warmth and absolutely overflowing hospitality that, well, that you tend to get in this part of Iowa. That's just the way we grew up, and that just makes us the way we are.
The welcome mat is always out, we'll leave the porch light on. Come stay the night, we'll treat you right and miss you when you're gone. Because when company's coming, there's nothing that we won't do.
We hope you'll come visit us and be our guest. We'll do our very best to make sure you have a great time, and that's a promise. After all, we still love to have company.
Get ready, cause we want you. Because when company's coming, there's nothing left undone. We love to hear company's coming. The fun has just begun. Because we know company's coming. We give it our very best. Company's coming.